Hey guys, welcome back to Educat for Neet. In today's video, we will discuss the PYQs, that is the previous year questions of Neet of Chapter 7 Structural Organization in Animals Part 1. So in this part, we will discuss all the animal tissues, that is epithelial tissue, connective tissue, muscular tissue and neural tissue. In Part 2, we will discuss about earthworm, cockroach and frog. So let's begin with the PYQs of animal tissues. The first question which we have is smooth muscles are A. Involuntary, fusiform, non-striated. B. Voluntary, multinucleate, cylindrical. C. Involuntary, cylindrical, striated. D. Voluntary, spindle-shaped, uninucleated. Now, the first thing is smooth muscles are not under our direct control, which means they are involuntary. So we can directly eliminate option B and option D because they are saying that smooth muscles are voluntary. So now the answer could be either A or C. Second, we have about the shape, fusiform or cylindrical. We know that the shape of smooth muscles is fusiform. It is given in the NCERT, this word. And third thing is striated or non-striated. They don't have any striations, they don't have patterns, so they are non-striated. The correct option is option A, involuntary, fusiform, non-striated. Let's look at NCERT ones. So in this page number 105, we have smooth muscles. They are fusiform. They taper at both ends, fusiform. And we also have smooth muscles are involuntary. When we look at the diagram, we can see that they do not have striation. This is skeletal muscle, it has striation. Cardiac muscles, they have striation. But smooth muscles, they do not have striations. So the correct answer for this is smooth muscles are option A, involuntary, fusiform, non-striated. Let's move to second question. This question says which type of tissue matches its correct location. Let's see. Option A, transitional epithelium, location tip of nose. B, cuboidal epithelium, location lining of stomach. C, smooth muscle, location wall of intestine. D, areolar tissue, tendons. This is NEET 2016 question. Tip of the nose contains cartilage, so this could not be the answer. Then we have cuboidal epithelium in nephron. So maybe this is not the answer. While talking about option C, smooth muscles, yes, these are present in the wall of intestine. And last option, areolar tissue, this is present under the skin, not tendons. Let us look at NCERT ones. Here we have that cartilage is present in the tip of the nose. So first option is eliminated. Transitional epithelium is not present at the tip of the nose. Secondly, we talk about cuboidal epithelium. This is commonly found in ducts of glands and tubular parts of nephrons in kidneys, not in lining of stomach. So second option is wrong. Third option we have smooth muscle is present in the wall of intestine. So the examples are given. The wall of internal organs such as blood vessels, stomach and intestine contain this type of muscle tissue. This is the answer, option C. Let us look at option D. It is here areolar tissue present beneath the skin. So the example of areolar tissue location is beneath the skin, below the skin. It is not in the tendons. So option D is not correct. So now the answer for this question is C, smooth muscle location wall of intestine. Let us look at next one. Next we have 2015. The function of the gap junction is to A, separate two walls from each other. B, stop substances from leaking across the tissue. C, performing cementing to keep neighboring cells together. D, facilitate communication between adjoining cells by connecting the cytoplasm for rapid transfer of ions, small molecules, and some large molecules. Let us look at option 1, separate two cells from each other. This is not the function of gap junction nor any other junction. Let us look at the second option, stop substances from leaking across the tissue. This is the function of tight junctions. So, tight junction stops substances from leaking across the tissue. Third option, we have performing cementing to keep neighboring cells together. That is nothing but what the adhering junction does. What adhering junction, they perform the cementing to keep the neighboring cells together. Now we have option D, facilitate communication between adjoining cells by connecting the cytoplasm for rapid transfer of ions, small molecules, and some large molecules. Yes, this is the function of gap junction. So no doubt for this question, the answer is D. You can refer to page number 1 or 2 of NCRT. Let us move next question. This is the next question of 2014. Choose the correctly matched pair. Option A, tendon, specialized connective tissue. B, adipose tissue, dense connective tissue. C, areolar tissue, loose connective tissue. D, cartilage, loose connective tissue. Let us look at option A, specialized connective tissue. Specialized connective tissue are three: blood, bone, and cartilage. Tendon is not a specialized connective tissue, so option A is wrong. Coming to option B, dense connective tissue is of two types: dense regular connective tissue. In dense regular, we have tendons and ligaments. And second type is dense irregular connective tissue that is present under the skin. So, adipose tissue is not an example of dense connective tissue. Now, option C says areolar tissue, loose connective tissue. When we look at loose connective tissue, it is of two types: areolar tissue and adipose tissue. So, yes, option C is the correct answer. Let us look at option D also. What does it say? Cartilage is a type of loose connective tissue. No, loose connective tissue is either adipose or areolar. Cartilage is specialized connective tissue with blood and bone. So, the correct answer for this question is option C, areolar tissue, loose connective tissue. Let us move to the next question. This question says, choose the correctly matched pair. A, inner lining of salivary ducts, ciliated epithelium. B, moist surface of buccal cavity, glandular epithelium. C, tubular parts of nephron, cuboidal epithelium. D, inner surface of bronchioles, squamous epithelium. For option A and B, let us look at page number 102 of NCRT. From here, if you look, compound epithelium, this is the definition. It is made up of more than one layer, multi-layered of cell, and it has a limited role in secretion and absorption. Their main function is to provide protection against chemical and mechanical stress. Now, their examples, they cover the dry surface of the skin, the moist surface of buccal cavity, pharynx, inner lining of ducts of salivary glands, and of pancreatic ducts. So, we have seen that the inner lining of ducts of salivary glands as well as the moist surface of buccal cavity, both of these contain compound epithelium. When we look at the question, it says inner lining of salivary ducts, ciliated epithelium. No, this is wrong. Inner lining of salivary ducts, it should be compound epithelium. So option A cannot be correct. Second, we have moist surface of buccal cavity. This is also compound epithelium. So glandular epithelium, this is not correct. Let us look at C. Tubular part of nephron, cuboidal epithelium. Yes, This is correct. It is given in NCRT. Cuboidal epithelium is composed of a single layer of cube-like cell. This is commonly found in ducts of glands and tubular parts of nephron, as it is. So option C seems to be correct. Let us look at option D. Inner surface of bronchioles, squamous epithelium. No, squamous epithelium is not found in bronchioles. It is actually found in the alveoli of lungs. The air sac or the alveoli, their squamous epithelium is located where diffusion boundary is formed. So option D cannot be correct. The correct answer is option C. Tubular parts of nephron contain cuboidal epithelium. Next question we have. It says, identify the tissue shown in the diagram and match with its characteristics and its location. Firstly, let us identify this tissue. Yes, it is nothing but the skeletal muscle tissue. Now let us look at the options. Option A, smooth muscles show branching found in the wall of heart. No, we have already identified this is the diagram of a skeletal muscle. So this is not a smooth muscle. It does not show branching and it is not present in the wall of heart. Option A is eliminated. Option B, cardiac muscle. No, it is a skeletal muscle. Unbranched muscle? Yes, it is unbranched. Found in the walls of heart? No, skeletal muscles are not found in the heart. C, striated muscles. Yes, skeletal muscles also are called striated muscles. Taper at both ends? No, this is the characteristic of smooth muscles. They form a shape which is fusiform when they taper at both ends. So this is not correct. Attach the bones of ribs? No, this is also not correct. Coming to option D, skeletal muscles. Yes, these are skeletal muscles. Show striations. Yes, they do have striations. They are also called as striated muscles and are closely attached with the bones of the limbs. Yes, the biceps. Option D is undoubtedly correct answer for this one. This was Karnataka Neet 2013. Let us move on. It says, given below is the diagrammatic sketch of a certain type of connective tissue. Identify the parts labeled A, B, C, and D and select the right option about them. Let us look at the options. A, macrophage, mast cell, macrophage, mast cell. Now let us identify what A is first of all. A is this cell. It is the macrophage. Macrophage is in option A and option C. Let us find out what B is. This cell. This is nothing but the fibroblast. So option A talks about fibroblast. Undoubtedly, we have macrophage and fibroblast matching. So option A is correct. Let us look. Let us verify with C and D also. C is this one coming out of the fibroblast. This is the fibers. Yes, collagen fibers. And D, we have mast cell. Option A is the correct answer. Let us look at this diagram from NCRT also. So A was macrophage, B was fibroblast, C was collagen fibers, and D we have mast cell. This is the next question. The supportive skeletal structures in the human external ears and in the nose tip are examples of A. Ligament, B. Areola tissue, C. Bone, D. Cartilage. The answer for this is option D, cartilage. Here on page number 104, we have the examples of cartilage. Cartilage is present in the tip of nose and outer ear joints. This itself is the answer. We have outer ear joints or external ears and the tip of the nose. So no doubt it is option D, cartilage. Moving on to the next one. The four sketches A, B, C and D given below represent four different types of animal tissues. Which one of these is correctly identified in the option given along with their correct location and function? Let us identify these tissues first. You can see column-like cells. So figure A is columnar epithelium. Figure B is glandular epithelium, and that too it is unicellular glandular epithelium. When we look at figure C, it is dense regular connective tissue. And option D, we have cardiac muscles. Let us look at the options. Option A, it talks about diagram B, figure B, glandular epithelium. Yes, figure B is glandular epithelium. Location intestines. Yes, it is located in the intestine. Function secretion. Yes. Now all these options have matched, but we will not confirm it. Let us look at other three options also. So we have option B. It talks about figure C as collagen. No, this is not collagen. This is a diagram of dense regular connective tissue. So we can eliminate this option. It is wrong. First, identification of the tissue itself is wrong. Option C, it talks about figure D, smooth muscle tissue. This is not smooth muscle tissue. Smooth muscle tissues are tapering and fusiform. These are cardiac muscle tissue. So we can eliminate C option, sorry. Now option D talks about figure A, columnar epithelium. Yes, figure A is columnar epithelium. The location mentioned here is nephron. This is wrong. Columnar epithelium is not present in nephron. Cuboidal epithelium is present in nephron. So, secretion and absorption, yes, but nephron, the location is wrong, so we cannot select option D. The correct answer for this is A, talks about figure B. This is glandular epithelium. Its location is in the intestine and its function is secretion. So option A is the correct answer. Let us look at next question. The ciliated columnar epithelial cells in humans are known to occur in A, eustachian tube and stomach lining. B, bronchioles and fallopian tube. C, bile duct and esophagus. D, fallopian tube and urethra. The answer for this is B, bronchioles and fallopian tube. In both these cases, we require ciliated epithelium because we have to move certain substances in one direction. In bronchioles, the dust particles and the mucus are supposed to move in one direction, so cilia facilitates this movement. And in fallopian tube, the ova, it is meant to move in a certain direction. So the answer is B, bronchioles and fallopian tube. Let us look at line by line of NCRT. This is page number 101 of NCRT. If the columnar or cuboidal cells bear cilia on their free surface, they are called ciliated epithelium. Yes, their function is to move particles or mucus in a specific direction over the epithelium. They are mainly present in the inner surface of the hollow organs like bronchioles and fallopian tubes. So yes, option B, bronchioles and fallopian tube is the correct answer. Let's move on. The cells lining the blood vessels belong to the category of A. Smooth muscle tissue. B. Squamous epithelium. C. Columnar epithelium. D. Connective tissue. The correct answer for this is B. Squamous epithelium. Since blood vessel, their diffusion takes place. They serve as a diffusion membrane. So, squamous epithelium helps in this. The answer is squamous epithelium. Let us look at its CRT. Page number 101, we have the squamous epithelium is made up of single thin layer of flattened cells with irregular boundaries. They are found in the walls of blood vessels, nothing but the cells lining the blood vessels. So, the correct answer is squamous epithelium. We have a similar question. The epithelial tissue present on the inner surface of bronchioles and fallopian tubes is A. Glandular, B. Ciliated, C. Squamous, D. Cuboidal. So, without taking much time, we can directly say it's option B, ciliated, because both fallopian tube and bronchioles require movement of certain substances in a particular direction. For that, then we need a thing called cilia. Cilia helps in this. So, it's option B, ciliated epithelium. Next question. The cell junction called tight, adhering, and gap junction is found in A. Connective tissue, B. Epithelial tissue, C. Neural tissue, D. Muscular tissue. This question is a bit tricky because all animal tissues, whether it is connective, epithelial, neural, or muscular, all of them contain some amount of junction in them. It could be either tight, adhering, or gap. But when we have to choose one, we choose epithelial tissue. On page number 102 of NCRT, we have this paragraph which says, in nearly all animal tissues, specialized junction provide both structural and functional links between its individual cells. Three types of cell junctions are found in the epithelium and other tissues. So, all three types. In the question, it was mentioned tight, adhering, and gap. They are all located or they are found in which tissue? Here we have these. Wait, three types of cell junctions are found in epithelium and other tissues. So, three types are found in epithelial tissue. These others are also found, but mostly we have in epithelial tissue. So, the option is epithelial tissue. Next question. This is also a little bit similar, but the pattern is different. The kind of tissue that forms the supportive structure in our pinna or the external ears is also found in. First of all, we have to identify which is the kind of supportive structure in our external ear. Yes, you got this. This is nothing but cartilage. Now, where else can we find cartilage? Nails, ear ossicles, tip of the nose, or the vertebrae? The answer undoubtedly is tip of the nose also contains cartilage. So option C is correct. This was asked in 2009. Let us move on. This question was asked in 1997. It says protein present in cartilage is A. Cartilagen, B. Ossin, C. Chondrin, D. None of these. And the answer for this question is C. Chondrin. It is a direct line from the NCRT. On page number 104, you see cells of this tissue chondrocytes. So obviously the protein secreted by these chondrocytes is chondrin. No doubt the answer is chondrin. Next we have characteristics of smooth muscle fibers are A. spindle shaped, unbranched, non striated, uninucleated, and involuntary. B. Spindle shaped, unbranched, unstripped, multinucleated, and involuntary. C. Cylindrical, unbranched, unstripped, multinucleated, and involuntary. D. Cylindrical, unbranched, striated, multinucleated, and voluntary. So first of all, when we talk about the shape, it is spindle shaped or fusiform. So you can eliminate options C and D, which says it is cylindrical. It could be, the answer could be either A or B. Unbranched, unbranched. Yes, they are unbranched. Non-striated or unstripped. It is non-striated, it does not have striations. Uninucleated or multinucleated. This is the different point. So, both muscles are uninucleated. So, option A is the correct answer. Spindle shaped, unbranched, non striated, uninucleate, and involuntary. Option A is the correct answer. This was asked in 1992. Now, we have covered most of the questions, most of the PYQs from this chapter part 1. If you like this video, drop a like. If you have any doubt, you can feel free to comment down below. Share this video with your friends, and thank you for watching.